right, so on the road to 1K, I welcome you back. And we're here to talk about something different. If you didn't see by the thumbnail, top 10, actually, the 10 best animated superhero shows of all time was ranked by Collider. I saw it while I was scrolling on TikTok this morning. I was like, I ain't like it that much, so I'm doing my own. Is to me, these are what the top 10 I think should be there because they did more for adults, kids, and anybody else who watched them. You know what I'm saying? They have a wider fan base. They have main continuity. You can rewatch them, rewatchability, I should say. So I'm indifferent about it. That's just me. There's a lot of stuff on there that's gonna be different. So let's get into it. I hope y'all dig it with me. This top 10 list, we're gonna go from 10 to 1, and then I'm gonna start from 1 to 10 on my list. I made a list. So number 10, the Powerpuff Girls. Great show, great movie. The remake wasn't as great. They did get invented with two sisters. I don't think either one of them lived, which was weird to me. But yeah, great show. They beat up monkeys, germs, sick people, and the boogeyman that one time. Number 9, Avengers Earth Mightiest Hero. This is a good version of the Avengers animated series. It mixes a lot of the classic stuff with the newer stuff. This one does that. It does a lot of it's got great voice acting. It doesn't have really many tie-ins. It talks about a lot of stuff in the comics. Excuse me. It mixes a lot of great stuff from the older things to a lot of the newer stuff that people know, like the Ultron thing. Ooh, that was banger. That was banger in this. Batman Beyond, banger up show. If you ain't never watched Batman Beyond, go watch it right now. I ain't even gotta say nothing. From the voice acting, as always, with Will Friedle and Kevin Conroy, to even Mark Hamill came back. Everything is great. Spectacular Spider-Man. Banger. Theme song. You hear it in your head, you know what it is. The voice actor who played Green Goblin this recently just passed away. He was one of my favorite Green Goblin voice actors. He also played a lot of other stuff. Anyway, I'm off task. This show was good. It's good to be at number 7. Number 6, Invincible. I have opinions about this one. It's a great show. It's even a greater comic book run with crossovers from Marvel and DC. And from Dark Horse. Hellboy's in one of them. Great show. Great comic run. Great first few episodes. Great first season. I've watched 6 seasons, so I can't tell you. Good stuff. Young Justice. Again, a lot of this show gets a lot of people's crawl. I loved it. I wanted more. I still want more from this show. Man, it's good. It's so good. One Punch Man. Y'all ready for a fun fact, Michelle? I didn't like this show when it first came out. I didn't. I couldn't grasp my head around a dude who was one punching everything and killing it. And then I watched the show, and then I fell in love with the side characters. My favorite being Genos. Saitama's cool. Genos is better. And y'all know season 2, the villain, Garu. Oh, Garu, Garu. Yeah, all right. Banger. Number 3, X-Men, the animated series. Great show. Show from my childhood. Good show. Can't stand Cyclops, though. I watched it. I watched X-Men 97. Both shows reprised a lot of their roles. So good. Loved it. Number 2, Justice League Unlimited. I prefer the regular Justice League myself, but I'll rock with Justice League Unlimited too. Yeah. Justice League Unlimited is good. It helped them bring back together what the original show had, and then when it fall apart, it helped it mesh it together. Also, it showed you that John Stewart, the Black Green Lantern, he was out in the streets, bro. And Batman the Animated Series, bro, this deserves to be number 1. This deserves to be number 1. This deserves every bit of it. All right? All right. Hope you're ready to get into my list. Okay. Again, number 1, Batman Animated Series. From Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy's voices, Tara Strong taking over as Harley Quinn and Barbara Gordon. It's a lot of stuff in this that just bangs for me. Even the crossover episodes with Superman and everything. It's just so good. So good. All right. Static Shock. Bro, Static Shock, I don't know why they give him red eyes. This picture on my screen is full screen. It's creepy. Static Shock. One of the best animated series for black kids. It tackled gang violence. It tackled racism. It tackled bullying. It tackled Shaq was an episode. It tackled like the education system. It tackled doing the right thing, helping your family, dating. It tackles so much. Static Shock is so good. It amazes me that Static is in Young Justice, Teen Titans Go, so many other stuff, but Static hasn't come back as a series yet, which is crazy to me. All right? I'm sorry, in my opinion, it's the most superior Spider-Man. Y'all know what it is. Just everything about this, from the other heroes coming through, the Captain America episode with his old team, Eddie Brock's Venom, Dormammu, the birth of Carnage, the final episodes. It's fire, bro. It's fire. This should get the X-Men 97 treatment. Now, if One Punch Man could be there, one of these 2 superhero shows could be there, because My Hero is a legit superhero show. One Punch Man, My Hero, and Dragon Ball are all anime. But these 2 right here sell better. My Hero is a legit superhero show. It, from the manga to the series, All Might, the hero in My Hero, like the big hero, is in the Deadpool comic. But show me a person who don't know what Dragon Ball is. Anybody who be like, oh, I don't know what Dragon Ball is, they're lying. Show me a person who don't know what Dragon Ball is. Show it. Teen Titans. Everybody watched Teen Titans. If you didn't watch Teen Titans, your kids watching Teen Titans Go, or you reading the new Teen Titans books. I promise you, this is brand new, this just came out. I promise you, this Teen Titans, banger. Great movies. Great TV show. Great opening theme by Puffy Amiyumi. Go. 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Met up with the old turtles. Protected New York. Protected the planet. These are superheroes right here. Granted, they ninjas. They teenagers. They did their thing with this one. I don't even need to say no more. Banger. It actually even had, it didn't have many guest appearances, but it was a Nickelodeon staple. It touched on everything from the Krang to the Triceratons, Foot Clan, everything. So if you read like the original Team Ninja Turtles by Kevin Eastman and you watched the original Turtles show, they even met them back in. So if you watched it, you could watch it with your kids or watch it with your dad or whatever. Banger. I gotta say anything to y'all about X-Men Evolution? All right then. From character base to how they handled the show was great. From Wolverine, I think Wolverine, this was voiced by Steve Blum, and Sabretooth still having mad beef. To Gambit popping up, to Wanda Maximoff being in a mental institution and getting released, and Magneto just being a shadowy dude in the back, Cyclops meeting up with Havoc, taking out Asteroid M together, Kurt Wagner having a watch that turned him human, Rogue and Shadowcat touching fingers and dancing in a video, Spike dealing with the fact that he is a black teen and a mutant and he's gonna get bullied for either one of those things, and Scott and Jean Grey being weird. This also didn't have the love thing that Wolverine had for Jean, so it wasn't weird because, you know, Wolverine's a grown-ass man and Jean Grey, when he first meets, is like 16, 17 years old. This is good. It even touched on the Rogue backstory a little bit. This is an amazing show. Should be on the list. Should be in top 10. It stays in number 8. Came in, touched on Batman animated series, touched on Justice League Unlimited, touched the Static Shock, touched on Superman animated series. They connected all them shows, and this was the one that helped connect it. Banger. This, in my opinion, this is the more superior Avengers show. The Earth's Mightiest Heroes. This touches on more comic book stuff. This touches on more Avengers stuff. This even has the Civil War stuff in it. There's a scene where Absorption Man touches Mjolnir in this, and Thor start wielding that nigga like Mjolnir. He's like, "Oh, you touched my stuff?" Ha ha ha! And just starts smoking cats. This, in my opinion, is the better Avengers show. And lastly, number 10, Totally Spies. I like Totally Spies more than Powerpuff Girls. They're great. This is like more of a teen girl, while Powerpuff Girls is more of a younger girl show. This show was hilarious. This show had more diversity than Powerpuff Girls. When you thought somebody was a villain, they was a villain. Rich old white dudes. Jerry was that dude. This was like Charlie's Angels for kids. And I get down with this. I ain't saying Colliders was bad. I'm just saying it just wasn't for me. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let me know in the comments. And as per usual, I will get up with y'all next time. Laters.